because you like have such bad frame data and out of shield. But then also stages like FD will just be amazing for you because you can just ledge trap forever and juggle forever. So it'll be interesting to see what the counter picks are.
Yep.
I think Yoshi's story might actually be a really good one because of the slant. It'll mess up Dedede's ledge trapping.
True. And right now you see that both players are going to PS2, and very interesting option out of shield for for Donkey Kong, going for the Whirling Kong, if I'm correct, twice even, 73% to 43. Seems like they're both playing fairly well against each other. Very unique playstyle coming out from WACK, something that I don't see very often from DKs. And you right off the bat, once again, coming down with the down special into up smash, gonna solidify that stock pretty early with only 81% of damage tacked on to Drewtwo.
And that's a consistent thing we've seen in WACK's play. He really is good at getting down the up smash as a kill confirm. Probably because he's really good at baiting grabs and getting people out of shield, which allows him to hit that way more because people are expecting way more linear landings, but he's able to mix it up.
Ooh, barely surviving the Nair, only to get hit by that Gordo, sending him into a star KO. 58% of damage is tacked onto Drewtwo, with WACK sitting at a comfortable 6%. Yep, 93% of damage, but now 44. And you see how both of these heavies are just going back and forth with each other, just constantly throwing out hitboxes and making sure each one's connect into each other, just so that the amount of damage that they do is worth it with each neutral interaction.
Yeah. This seems like, with the way Drewtwo plays, it seems like it's a struggle for him because he's really good at zoning and he was doing that really well versus Horchata. But WACK seems to know how to abuse like fast falls and not fast falling aerials and tomahawk grabs to get in on him. There's a lot of times where WACK is just completely ignoring what Drewtwo's trying to set up and just gives him like 60 for it. So we might be seeing different character after this.
Yeah, but right now you see that both players, especially WACK in this situation, has just been constantly edge guarded for the past 30 seconds, only to get hit by that down tilt. Ooh, missing the Whirling Kong once again is going to allow Drewtwo to live another day with 122% of damage tacked on and getting that down special into up smash. What amazing confirm. Now 25% of damage tracked on to Drewtwo's 0%.
Seems like Drewtwo is way more proactive with his ledge trapping compared to other DDs. Like I know it's Symphony, he prefers to throw a Gordo and sit near roll distance and wait for an option. Whereas Drewtwo seems like he knows what option you're going to pick and he's going to punish you very hard for it. Just like there, where he reads the air dodge.
Yep, both players are doing such an incredible job right now. %162% of damage on both of their last stocks. Getting hit by that Gordo is going to kill, and Drewtwo taking the game.
That's very good on Drewtwo's part. I think another thing that really is going to be helpful is that Drewtwo seemed to be a little bit less confident than he usually was in that matchup because he was like picking really scared defensive options when WACK was in advantage state, and it's how he ended up getting up smash kill confirmed twice off down B. So now that he has taken the first game, he might be more confident and be more willing to take more risk and abuse DK's disadvantage.
Yeah, honestly, that matchup wasn't as difficult as it appeared to be, in the sense that they both kept it very close. WACK wasn't far behind whenever he had stock disadvantage, or whenever Drew was behind, that he could easily make up for it.
We might see Town and City, I'm thinking, because I feel like Town and City is a stage where you want to be able to get kills off the side early, and Drewtwo was dying very early to WACK, so that would probably just enhance that, whereas WACK was already living a long time, so there's no point not to go there. Oh, we're seeing Small Battlefield. This is another good one because of the platforms. It'll be way easier to get off ledge, and we know how good DK's kill confirms are on this stage. Just to be correct, this is best of 5, right? Awesome.
Got it.
So that means that we have another 2 games at least, or this game and 1 more, to see how WACK will adapt to Drewtwo.
Even with that, dang. Yep, even with that delayed dash attack, it's still going to be able to do enough to get Drewtwo stock, WACK stock off. And right now, 85% of damage to 44. Getting that ding dong is going to be able to solidify that first kill off of Drewtwo's stock.
And that seems like it's a very big percent window on Dedede. I think he was at 100 already, and it's still kill confirmed.
Oh, definitely. Ooh.
One thing I think would help WACK a lot against Drewtwo is that WACK seems to like jump at a disadvantage to mix up with his aerial like wave bounce and stuff like that, but against a character like Dedede can't really contest you directly in the air because of his slow frame data, so it might be better to just not use your jump and take a single hit and reset neutral.
Ooh, that's very true. But that incredible combo that came out of WACK in that single action was amazing. Missing that Kong punch, that Donkey punch if I'm correct, but is going to be setting the stocks to 1-1 at the moment. 50, racking up damage to 75% to 27.
This is good for Drewtwo for now because he's not at a high enough percent to where he'll get kill confirm yet, so we can take a few more risks. But if he takes 1 more hit, that's where a character like Dedede struggles really hard because you don't have the mobility to avoid options, so then he'll probably just end up getting hit by something that he can't avoid because of his mobility.
Exactly.
Like right now, you have to be scared because of grabs, but you also can't get down beat. It's very scary. Yep.
There it is.
WACK baits out his options, waiting on the ground, and just punishes him for landing with a nair.
Amazing awareness by WACK. Realizing how many jumps Dedede had left, and to capitalize on that by going short hop down special into up smash, which was incredible.
We might see a character switch, but I'm thinking that we probably won't because I wouldn't say that Drewtwo had a problem with his character. I think his Dedede is playing very well. I just think that that stage is very good for WACK, and WACK knew his kill confirms and was able to effectively get them against Drewtwo, whereas Drewtwo was kind of falling behind because it didn't seem like he was as prepared to deal with the platforms as WACK was. It's kind of a recurring theme. WACK knows exactly how to abuse platform movement.
Oh, for sure. Getting that ding dong really helped with that. With being able to make the stocks even once again.
I think one thing that might be useful in this set is that whoever wins this game has counterpick advantage, and when you're someone like Drewtwo, having counterpick advantage is very good because if DK per se takes you to a stage like FD to where you want to juggle Dedede more, he has a character like Min, which is almost impossible to get in on when you're on FD. So it's just really dependent. Whereas WACK seems to be a solo DK. So counterpick advantage will probably be really useful for Drewtwo.
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
So we're going to see what stage you're going to be going to. Chances are WACK is going to be staying the Donkey Kong. While Drewtwo, it depends on the situation. If they do happen to go FD, it's possible that he wants to stay Dedede because of the Gordos being such a good assistant, not being caught on the platforms to allow DK to just roam free. So we're going to see how this is going to play out. Personally, what are you expecting? Do you think we're going to be going to a game 5 in this game, in this loser semis?
I think, in my opinion, from what I've seen, that if Drewtwo gets counterpick advantage, we will more than likely be seeing a game 5 because WACK will get his counterpick and then abuse his great movement to get past any of Drewtwo's options. But I think if WACK wins, WACK has such good momentum that he might just abuse everything he's so good at and just steamroll Drewtwo's Dedede. We'll have to see though.
Yeah, but right now 31% to 0. Both percents are rather even in the sense that both of these characters can just rack up a ton of damage with just a couple interactions, and you can see that right now as, oh my goodness,
an amazing jab block. I've never seen someone do that before. That was actually very good.
That was amazing by WACK, utilizing and realizing that Drewtwo didn't tech and allowed him to get that combo started on the down tilt twice into the giant punch.
WACK has a very good mentality, it seems like, because even when he was behind the first game that he lost, it wasn't behind. He was not falling behind very much. He was just right behind, and he was able to bring it back because he was composed. Lean and composed.
WACK is another beast right now, just being able to take this lead within a matter of seconds. It hasn't even been 3 minutes within this this game already, and Drewtwo is on his final stock, and constantly just being barraged by feet and hands.
He doesn't even seem to be scared either. He's not like not trying to play defensive so that he doesn't lose his lead. He's not shook, and he's just abusing the fact that Drewtwo has to come back. It's amazing.
Yep, 73% to 0, but with WACK on his second stock and Drewtwo on his final. Has to be very careful on how he goes about things, because even with this stock lead that WACK has, Dedede can easily bring it back. And you can see it right now with the edge guarding coming into play.
I think it would be very useful for WACK in this position. I think he's scared because he doesn't want to lose this lead against a character like Dedede, who has such a great advantage state and can bring comebacks, that he's jumping a lot, and Drewtwo's taking great advantage of that. He's playing really passive, even though he's behind. He's keeping composure, and he's working through it. Now this is actually a pretty close match, because if you hit DK once, DK's a big body, you can do a lot of damage.
Oh, exactly. And right now you're already seeing it come out. Ooh.
Amazing knowledge by WACK. I would not have done that. He just knew exactly what was going to happen there.
Not only did the giant punch come out, but hitting the Gordo allowed the extension of the hitbox to hit Dedede, and then the Gordo hit Dedede and killed him alongside the giant punch. That is some top 10 anime moment betrayals, I gotta say. Yeah, but honestly, that was such an amazing set. And right now, the score is 2-1, with WACK sitting at a comfortable... sitting at 2 right now. He could win this next game and take Drewtwo out of this tournament and go into the canon matchup, DK versus King K. Rool.
Yeah.
So, personally, this should be very interesting to see.
Yeah. So I'm just really... because now that means that WACK has counter pick advantage. So even if Drewtwo gets this next game, which doesn't seem like WACK's not wanting to let him, he's trying to just get this over with and you just destroy him, because he's just steamrolling him. He knows all the options Drewtwo wants to pick, and he's just 2 steps ahead.
Yep. With the little yo at the beginning. Seems like WACK is really feeling himself in this matchup. He was like, alright, we got the last stock situation. I let you have that. Now let's see what I can do with this next game.
I think he has a confidence that Drewtwo's lacking here. It seems like Drewtwo is not knowing exactly what WACK is going to do, because I guess he hasn't played this matchup a lot and is trying to actively adapt to it, whereas it seems like WACK is prepared. He knows what's coming already, which is just making Drewtwo slightly fall behind. He's still doing well, it's just that WACK is doing amazing.
Ooh, that's
very good adaptation from Drewtwo.
Gotta love commentator's curse. Right now, 84% of damage to 0, but with 97 now tacked on, it's very possible that WACK can get this stock off pretty easily with just a down special into up smash, and you can see right off the bat that he is starting to fish for it. Yep, but Drewtwo's not letting him have any of it with 110%, but catching that amazing jump with that up smash. Incredible read on WACK's part, and going for 85% of damage, now 100, with just Drewtwo sitting comfortably, utilizing those multi-jumps to the fullest and allowing to mix up the options that he has. Catching him with that up air is really going to help take that that second stock off.
I think it's setting in for Drewtwo that if he loses this game, he's out of the tournament, so he is determined to survive. He is not letting up. He's catching every jump, he's baiting every approach, and he is not picking bad disadvantage options. He's being patient. Whereas WACK seems like he wants to get this kill really bad. See, jumping in.
Yeah, that's very true. Yep. 48 to 107. This seems like a very different. Ooh.
And he mixes up the DI, and now we have a
Yeah.
game 5 situation with Drewtwo with momentum. Let's see how this is scary.
Wow. Thinking that Town and City was going to work in his favor once more. Seems like the tides have turned in the favor of Drewtwo in that game. So we're going to be going to a game 5, like you just said, where it's going to be Gorilla versus Penguin, King versus King of the... What is it? King of the jungle, so to speak.
Yeah. So what
you were saying?
I'm just interested because I don't even know what WACK would want to counterpick here. Because in this position, I feel like your main stages that you want it, where you want it more flat stages so that you didn't have to get ledge trapped as hard. But you can't go back to small battlefield, or I think it is, because of DSR. So where'd you go? I'm interested. Maybe PS2? Are we back on PS2? Is that what it is?
Maybe Battlefield, small Battlefield.
Ooh.
If I am correct, didn't Drewtwo win on this stage?
I think you might be right. Actually, no. I think that Drewtwo won one game on it. Oh, no. Drewtwo won a game on PS2, and then he proceeded to adapt the second game on Town and City and win. I think this is the game where WACK abused his great movement on the platforms and got multiple kills for sub 100 on a DD, which is really impressive.
Ooh, that's true. All right, so we're getting into this match, 110 to 52, and you see that certified DDD combo string in which, oh my goodness, that killed.
That was really, really unfortunate, but Drewtwo probably knew that too because he was drifting forward to mix up his DI.
Yep, 81% to 21 with WACK on his second stock. You see that things are not looking the best for WACK at this moment, just trying to solidify this kill. Missing the grab, which causes him not to be able to get that confirm on the platform. Missing it just barely, but catching that F smash was amazing. Charging it up a little bit too.
I think a major difference between this game and the last one on Small Battlefield is the last one was Drewtwo trying as hard as he could to zone him out with Gordas and F tilts, and then WACK just abusing all of like his tomahawks and platform mixers with dropping through and just abusing him for it. Whereas Drewtwo, I think now has realized that he can't take it slow in this matchup as much as he wants to, so he's instead using his amazing fastball speed and multiple jumps and then moving around WACK, which I don't think WACK is ready for.
Yeah, the type of style of play that has changed from both of these players. Instead of Drewtwo, like you said, going for that passive nature and bait and punish style, you see that he's taking more of an aggressive approach, and it's working out great for him.
I think WACK is a little bit shook because of the fact that he realizes that he's this close to losing, that he's fishing for a little too many kill confirms, even there fishing for grabs that weren't ready to confirm. But that was a really good movement mix-up, knowing the uppy was coming and then wave bouncing around it.
Ooh, good delay on the up B is going to save him. Yeah, good delay on the up B is going to save him just for one more time, making sure he doesn't get hit by anything too dangerous. But waiting on
ledge and punishes him. Amazing plays are Drew too.
Yep, waiting on the ledge just for a little bit longer and waiting out the invincibility frames to get dash attack was an amazing play by Drewtwo, and is going to allow for Drewtwo to take it and move on to losers finals.